Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders officially signing two bills this week aimed at strengthening protection of minors from sex crimes. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis here now in the studio to talk about this. And looking into both bills, what did you find out?
Darren, Act 361 changes the definition of a child from anyone 17 years old and under to now 18 years old and under. And Act 362 broadens the requirements for lifetime registration as a sex offender. According to the Child Welfare League of America, human trafficking is the second largest criminal industry in the world. Lawmakers in Arkansas are working to tackle the issue through legislation. This week, Governor Sanders signed into law two bills that prosecutors say will help put away sex offenders.
There was a case where, upon appeal, some of the images that were used in the conviction of a sex predator, those images were overturned. And based on kind of the definitions around how these images were displayed,
the predator involved in that case ended up going free. That prompted Senator Missy Irvin and her constituents to draft a bill clarifying that definition.
In this piece of legislation, Now Act, we have changed that definition from the age of 17 to 18 to make sure that that's clarified. We're talking about these images of these children and how they are shown and how they are viewed.
They also added new criteria to the sex offender lifetime registry. An offender over 24 years old at the time of the crime, whose victim was under 15, will now be required to register.
At age 25. That's enough time not only to graduate high school, that's enough time to go get a degree. That's enough time to go serve your country and be successfully discharged. That's honestly enough time to go get a degree and probably a postgraduate degree. That's a lot of life experience on down the line versus somebody who's 14-year-old.
Benton County Prosecutor Brian Sexton says Benton County receives sex offender cases often.
And it's depressing when you start to think about it, but unfortunately, if we don't enforce laws like this, that's the outcome. We've got a lot more victims out there who will need our help, and changes like this will give us additional means to deal with these offenders.
Last year, Arkansas State Police's human trafficking force reportedly identified 134 victims during their recovery operations. Senator Irvin says they have passed other laws this legislative session and will continue to draft up bills to address this issue in the state. Kayla Davis, 5 News.